Gospel goodies.
Gospel goodies. Gospel goodies.
This is Gospel Goodies.
It's Philly's favorite 100.7 and 99.5 HD3, home of the Yolanda Adams Morning Show. I'm Lamont Sanders, and this is Gospel Goodies Radio. If you missed this past week's headlines, Aaliyah and Marie are here with what you missed. What's good, Aaliyah?
So here's what's good in entertainment. As you may have heard, last week, Kirk Franklin's firstborn son, Kerryon, leaked audio of a private call where Kirk was heard cursing out his 32-year-old son. A therapist was called and apologies were exchanged, but that part wasn't shared in the leaked audio. And in his first interview since the incident, Kirk Franklin discussed the nature of his relationship with his son, how he learned about the audio being leaked, and how they are actually dealing with the challenge on the Tamron Hall show. He was joined by his wife, Tammy, who also chimed in with her thoughts on the ongoing family issue and how it's been navigating that space over the past few decades. You can check that interview out right now on gospelgoodies.com. Kirk Franklin, though, says he's not given up on his son and he's always willing to get help. And in other news, Kelly Price released a new gospel song called Dance Party this week. It comes from her upcoming gospel project due on April 2nd. It'll be her first gospel project in 15 years since she released This Is Who I Am, which soared to the number 1 spot on the Billboard Top Gospel Album chart and made top 10 on the top R&B and hip hop charts, album charts back then. So we're really excited about that one. Anytime she picks up a mic, it's crazy. And while we're talking about exciting singers, let's talk about Jamie Grace. So Jamie Grace, she recently auditioned for American Idol and won a golden ticket to Hollywood. They didn't air it, so she shared the news on social media. Now, if you're wondering why an established singer like Jamie Grace is auditioning, me too. And I found out that it's because back in 2016, she left Toby Mac's Goatee record label to become an independent Christian artist. So she's seeking some support. She's also apparently a huge fan of American Idol. So good for her. Just a reminder to never stop chasing your dreams. No matter how far you get, there's always another level to take. And speaking of dreams and new levels, LeBron James is still living his dominating both on and off the court. According to reports from ESPN, a source has confirmed that the Lakers player is now a partner in the Fenway Sports Group, making him part owner of the Boston Red Sox. Additionally, he'll be starring in a sequel of Space Jam: A New Legacy, which is expected in theaters this July. Marie, what's good in Philly and national news?
Good news. Our forever First Lady, Michelle Obama, is one of 9 inductees for the class of 2021 who were hand-selected by a panel who considered the nominations given to them by the public.
Stop. Stand up and clap for our forever First Lady, Michelle.
Yes.
Who did that, Michelle?
I can't. That's good stuff. And Michelle Obama isn't the only Black woman to be inducted this year either. Author Octavia E. Butler and NASA's first Black female engineer, Katherine Johnson, will also be inducted posthumously. On the other side of things, CNN report that an armed 31-year-old Texas resident by the name of Paul Murray was arrested outside of Vice President Kamala Harris's official residence at the U.S. Naval Observatory this past Wednesday. Murray, a veteran, is now facing weapons and ammunition charges after a rifle and ammunition were recovered from his vehicle by law enforcement. Details from a spokesperson for the Washington Metropolitan Police state at approximately 12:12 p.m. to the 3400 block of Massachusetts Avenue in reference to a suspicious persons based on intelligent bulletin that was originated from Texas who was detained by U.S. Secret Service, according to ABC News. Murray's mother called D.C. police after her son made some worrisome statements. According to court documents, Murray told the police that he wasn't getting support from Veterans Affairs and was not taking prescribed medication. Thank God Kamala Harris and her husband were not at home. They have not yet moved into the residence because renovations are being made to the home. That's a blessing. In sports, a lawyer representing At least 12 women filing civil assault lawsuits against Deshaun Watson painted the Houston Texans quarterback as a serial sexual assault harasser. Tony Busby said during a news conference Friday that 7 lawsuits were filed and 5 more are coming. Several of the 12 Jane Does were hired to massage Watson, and 10 other women have contacted his office with similar stories not yet vetted. The most recent incident happened earlier this month. And in good news, Philadelphia's oldest resident received the COVID-19 vaccine at 108 years old, and her 2 daughters, aged 72 and 77, received the vaccine along with her. Ruth Hobson has made maybe not seen it all, but she has come close. According to Fox 29, she survived the 1918 flu pandemic, the Great Depression, and 2 world wars. Ruth says her secret to a long life is a sense of humor and a little bit of flirt. All right, Ruth. I'm Marie, and you're listening to Gospel Goodies Radio on Philly's Favor 100.7. For these stories and more, follow us on social media at Meet Marie Brown, at Gospel Goodies, and at Philly's Favor. Visit phillysfavor.com and download the Philly's Favor app.